Alright, welcome back. We've got a ISX Cummins in a, I think it's a T800 Kenworth truck. We're going to be doing an injector. It's the number 3, so first thing we'll do is pull that big ugly air box off the top. Get it unhooked from the turbo on the other side. We'll get this crossover pipe off, get the valve cover pulled off, and then we'll be a lot closer to looking at the injector. Most of the stuff's going to be pulled apart with 10mm, I think is what the valve cover bolts are. I think these hold downs right here on the bracket for this air box are an 18 or a 19mm. I've got my most important tool, cold Mountain Dew. So we're set up for success. Follow along.
It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait.
Okay, pipes off. One thing to note is they'll have these little rubber pucks that go on here. Just make sure you don't lose them, because you'll need those going back together or you're gonna end up leaking. So there's a little tube here. It's just a screwdriver to pull off. The rest of them are 10mm bolts. Then we'll have the valve cover off.
Alright, so got the valve cover off this. We're doing injector number 3. Was able to troubleshoot that with the computer, realized that's missing. So we're going to go ahead and replace that, but in the process of doing anything like this, you know, you always look for other things or problems. And we inspected this camshaft on this truck, and it's starting to etch in a couple spots. A couple of them we can't really see very good with the camera. I can feel them with my finger, but this one right here, and it's really hard to even get in there, but we're gonna anyway, it's right, oh, there's my finger, but right on the point of that lobe, it's starting to etch off. And it's not just a line. It may, if you can see it, it looks like a line, but it's actually something you can feel with your fingernail. It's very rough and starting to chip. So now's the time to do this job, just because you don't want to contaminate the oil, cause problems with the valve going up and down, and any other things that could be caused by that, for sure. So now's definitely the time. We'll talk to the customer and see if they want to go ahead and do that. Of course, time and money is always an issue with anything, so we're going to leave it up to them. But at least, you know, we want to notify them that they've got a little problem there, and it's, you know, obviously not going to get any better, starting to develop. So we'll see if we can do that now.
Okay, we're back to another can of Mountain Dew and back on this ISX. So we contacted the customer, talked to him about the situation with the cam. They decided that they'd just go ahead and replace the cam. So since we're on the lube bay of the shop where the pit is, we're just going to hurry and throw this valve cover back on and move this truck over to a different bay where we have a little more room to pull it apart and get the cam out. So I'm sure we'll film that. Keep in touch, follow the other videos, and finish the rest of this story. Thanks for watching.